Rahab, a story of faith and redemption. Jericho was a city of grandeur, its towering walls a symbol of its strength and defiance. Within its bustling streets lived Rahab, a woman whose reputation as a harlot was known to all. Yet, behind her facade lay a keen mind and a heart yearning for something greater than the idols of her people. One evening, as the sun set over Jericho's walls, Joshua 2:1, Joshua sends 2 men to spy secretly, saying, "Go to Jericho to scout the land." And they went, and came to a harlot's house named Rahab, whose house is built into the city wall. The 2 strangers appeared at Rahab's door. They were Israelites. Their presence was unmistakable. The stories of the God of Israel had reached every corner of Jericho. Whispers of the Red Sea parting, of mighty kings defeated by an unseen force, filled the city with fear. Rahab, unlike her fellow citizens, saw these stories not as a threat, but as a glimmer of hope. "You are spies of Israel," Rahab said, her voice low. The men stiffened, but she raised a hand to calm them. "Do not fear. I will not betray you, for I know that your God is the true God, greater than all the gods of Canaan." Joshua 2:2-5. And it was told to the king of Jericho, saying, "Behold, there came men in here tonight from the children of Israel to search out the country." And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, "Bring out the men that have come unto you, that have come into your house, for they have come to search out the country." For she did take the 2 men in, and hid them, and said, "They were here," she admitted, "but they have left the city at dusk. If you hurry, you may catch them." The soldiers, eager to please their king, took her words as truth and left in haste. Returning to the men, Rahab climbed to the roof where she had hidden them beneath stalks of flax. "You are safe for now," she whispered, "but you must leave before dawn." Joshua 2:8-11. That night, Rahab spoke openly to the spies. "We have heard of your God and the wonders he has done. All of Jericho trembles at the thought of his power. I know he will give you this land, and that your terror has fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed. And as soon as we heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and in the earth beneath." Her voice softened as she made her plea. Joshua 2:12-13. "Now therefore, I pray you, swear unto me by the Lord, since I have shown you kindness, that you will spare my family, my father, my mother, my brothers and sisters, and all they have, and deliver our lives from death." Joshua 2:14. The men answered, "Our lives for yours. If you utter not our business, it shall be, when the Lord has given us this land, that we will deal kindly and truly with you." One said, Joshua 2:18. "Behold, when we come into the land, you shall tie this scarlet cord in your window that you let us down by. When we see it, we will know to spare your household." As the spies escaped through her window, Rahab's hands trembled while tying the scarlet cord securely in place. The cord hung like a lifeline, its crimson color a symbol of her faith in the God she had never seen but whose power she believed in. For days, Rahab waited, her heart heavy with anticipation. The sounds of Israel's army marching around Jericho's walls filled the air, each day louder than the last. She prayed silently, not to the gods of wood and stone she had abandoned, but to the God of Israel. On the 7th day, the sound of trumpets shattered the air. Jericho's walls crumbled with a roar like thunder. Dust filled the streets, and the cries of Jericho's people echoed as the Israelite army surged into the city. Amid the chaos, Joshua 6:22. Joshua said to the 2 men that had spied out the country, "Go into the harlot's house and bring out the woman and all that she has, as you swore unto her." Her house stood untouched. The scarlet cord, still hanging from her window, marked her as one under divine protection. The spies returned, leading Rahab and her family safely out of the city. As Rahab stood outside the ruins of Jericho, her heart swelled with gratitude. She had risked everything on the belief that the God of Israel would honor her faith. And he had. Rahab and her family were brought into the camp of Israel, where she began a new life. Over time, Rahab became more than just a survivor of Jericho. She became part of Israel's history. She married Salmon, a respected man of Judah, and became the mother of Boaz, an ancestor of King David, and ultimately Jesus Christ. Rahab's story is one of profound transformation. She began as an outcast in a pagan city and became a woman of faith whose lineage would lead to the Messiah. Her courage and trust in God reminds us that no past is beyond redemption, and that faith, even from the most unexpected places, can change the course of history. Hebrews 11:30-31. By faith, the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith, the harlot Rahab did not perish with them that did not believe, when she received the spies with peace. As we close, faith in God is a necessary trait that we must all carry within us, for Hebrews 1:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." And again, Hebrews 1:6 says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him, for one that comes to God must believe that he exists, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." For more positive, uplifting content like this, please subscribe to Unrecounted Biblical Stories. Thank you for watching.